experience itself. So get comfy, get cozy, and let's jump right into this very cutesy looking game. And admittedly, there are adult themes featured within and throughout this game, and as I play it, bit by bit, there will be sections that are very much suited for younger audiences as far as I could tell. And that only happens as the game furthers on and we come to, I guess, the tail end of the experience and the story. But at the beginning and right now, we can enjoy and experience this really beautiful game and art style happening and going on right here. So I'm gonna get comfy and cozy, everyone. This is going to be something interesting. This is the DLC. I don't. This is the DLC. Oh, it's not the DLC. I will get the DLC later. Right now, we'll just head on and continue on here. Let's go. What is continuing? Wow. I haven't loaded anything. Let me just get comfy and I'll be right back, guys. Grabbing a blanket, getting nice and cozy, enjoying this experience. Moving myself closer to just comfy, sitting here. Hello. I honestly wonder. I mean, where is it? Oh. Huh? Oh, don't have any. Am I muted? No way. Let me see. Let me see. I am not muted though. Audio output. Hello. Oh, God bless me. Excuse me. I am not muted. I'm just quickly checking everything, guys. Am I muted? And I am not. We're good. Now check. How about you? I think this one should do just fine. That will definitely suffice. And let's get right into it. Let's get right into a playthrough. Turn up my brightness. This so far is the one that I looked at. Let's continue. And I genuinely have no idea. Welcome to our life, beginnings and always. Skip autosave. Load. Oh, okay. Tutorial. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. There are various ways you can customize and interact with the game. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main menu to learn about everything in detail. Just a little. To start off, the game is divided into 4 time periods called steps. Step 1, childhood. Step 2, adolescence. Step 3, young adulthood. And Step 4, adulthood. Our life is further divided into sets of vignettes. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this word. Vignettes, I guess. I forgot how to say it, I don't use it often. That take place during specific periods of time. Those are called moments. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. You move on to the next step whenever you want by selecting the summer, or by selecting that summer is ending. Oh, this is like an info dump, okay? But it's like, I was not prepared for a tutorial, okay? This is new, but this is cool though. I'm taking the info in. Steps 1 to 3 include 5 moments each and even more. Each and even more can be unlocked. Just caught something. Step 1 to 3 include 5 moments. Each and even more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs. Oh no. Okay. I was like, oh, I want to get over those, but it's okay. Some are out now, and other DLCs will release later on. Step 4 is an epilogue and doesn't include moments. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skills, their relationships with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, and eye color can be altered once set. Okay. Much of the MC's basic traits are determined on a character creation screen. As the MC grows up, more options become available on the screen. As mentioned, one of the decisions you get to make for your character is selecting a name. You can type in any name you like, or you can pick a preset name. Preset options are called voiced names because the name will be voiced aloud by the romantic lead. You'll get to hear him say your name as you play through the story. Okay. Only the default name, Jamie, is included in the base game. Hundreds more can be added by getting a free voiced name expansion DLC. The full collection of names is separated out as a DLC because of how large it is. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to get it. Okay. Each name in the DLC belongs to or was selected by someone who supported this project. Oh, that's nice, like supporting their Patreons, that's sweet. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll you can decorate to get an idea of what your MC looks like with the different traits put together. Not all the things you decide about MC appear on the doll. The script referencing what you've decided for the MC is the main way those decisions influence the game. Our life has a first-person perspective, so your character doesn't appear next to other character sprites. You only see the MC as the decorative doll and in specific cut-in CG images. The cut-in CGs only appear if certain choices are made. It's possible not to see any during a playthrough. There's also a second type of special MC-based screen, the interest or comfort screen. Unless you get DLCs, the game has one love interest, Cove Holden. He grows up with the MC, and the interest or comfort screen is crucial for determining how that plays out. Interest level sets how much you like him. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love is only available starting in step 3, and if you were at fond or crush in step 2. Wow. Comfort determines how you generally react or think when it comes to him. There are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, and direct. Your level of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. You get to pick your interest or comfort near the beginning of every step. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay the same or increase. Your current level of interest will become the new lowest option on this. Oh, excuse me. This is quite the read. It is tutorialing. Your current level of interest will become the new lowest option on the screen in the future. For example, if you decide to be fond in step 1, this interest will not be available on the screen in steps 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level option for your relationship. Interest level has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cove. While growing up, things are rather simple. If you get along with one another and have a close relationship, you can choose to touch him, and Cove will occasionally interact with the MC in lighthearted and comforting ways. But starting in step 3, touching can become more romantic or suggestive if you're at crush or love. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level and a bonus mini tutorial that goes along with the choice to explain the feature in more detail. Oh my goodness, no, not more tutorialing, no, oh my god, I'm done already. Okay, I'm here, let's do this. Basically, even if you decide you like Cove, the game won't force you to act on those feelings. Very thoughtful, I appreciate that. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose not to accept or give romantic gestures, and etc. If you do decide to date Cove though, you can't break up with him later. Shut the fuck. Why? Interest or comfort gets the basics down, but it's the choices that appear throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the MC and Cove. And it isn't only the MC who is impacted by your decisions. Cove grows and changes over the years. How he's treated and what he experiences helps shape who he becomes. In step 2 and 3, Cove's personality, appearance, and interest will vary based on what happened in the previous step. It's something of a mystery exactly how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along. Or, if you prefer, you can also just design your own ideal Cove directly using the Cove Creator option that pops up at the beginning of steps 2 and 3. Wow! Making the choices you want is always more important than making a choice because you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result. It's true. I do appreciate that for you. This is why I was like, I really want to get some of the DLC, but I'm just gonna start simple. Let's see if we like it first. Looks like I definitely am gonna like this. It sounds awesome. Very, very open-ended sounding endings and stuff. It doesn't have like very specific endings, though at the same time it can have and give that outcome and ending of like, you can get a very obviously fixed ending, yet the way you get there is so freeing. It sounds so diverse and freeing. I love it. When a choice does appear, usually you'll see that hovering the cursor over an option shows a certain color, yellow, blue, or green. Dude, this reminds me of the hospital. I don't know why I was like yellow, blue, green. I'm like, oh my goodness, the levels of intensity. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. The colors aren't related to specific points or efforts. They're only there to give a bit of insight on the tone or emotion of the situation. Oh, similar but different to the one of the hospital situation I was talking about. Since text alone can potentially be read in more than one way. Blue tends to be casual or straightforward, yellow more emotive, reactive, and green less certain and uncommitted. Wow, green is like the bad guy in this one? Wow, I never thought I'd see the day. Red is usually the problem guy, or the problem girl, or the problem person. Though there are hundreds of options in our life, and not every choice menu falls in line with that pattern. Picking just one color every time doesn't give a gameplay benefit. Only stick to a certain type if that's what you happen to like. Otherwise, switch between them freely. Okay, we don't have to stress about, okay, if this person's a psychopath, I need to always maintain a level of, okay, don't drive him insane because I don't want my character to go absolutely mad. You know? Always pick yellow. No, excuse me. No. Always pick yellow, never pick yellow. Pursue romance right from the start, never romance the love interest. Be disagreeable or amiable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. You're welcome to enjoy. I love that. That's so relaxing. That's exactly what I wanted and I needed. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh, it's gonna be fun. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shape the story without reservation. And then, if you like, you can play again and try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. Now that they said that and the DLC stuff, oh, I looked at it and I was like, oh my goodness, I want to get some of that. And I am definitely looking forward to some of the other games that I watched them and I was like, I shouldn't have watched this because I want to play it myself. We hope you. And honestly, I'm glad I watched it because admittedly, there happens to be so many endings, and the only game I'm going to be talking about, I will show you when I do play it and I get it. And I definitely don't care what year it is when I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it. I'm going to have fun with it too. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's a secret little Easter egg for anyone who's been here really early at the beginning and at the start. You will know. And for those who watch this and remember, you will know. We hope you'll have a nice time with our life. Thank you for playing. Oh, thank you for the tutorial. Thank you. Oh, look at that, the face shape. Okay, we're gonna be character customizing at this point. I'm very... Oh, chiseled. I guess I'm like chiseled. Peach, oval, pointed, chubby, round. I'm very chiseled. There's round 1, round 2. Okay, so there's at least 1 or 2 options. Eye color. Wow. I want to have fun with the eye color though. Beige eyes. I think I'll end with the eyes. Gray would be so pretty though. First name Jamie. Definitely we or she. What can we get? Let's try voice the name. Jamie. Oh, right. We need that voice DLC. As we know, we are Buttercup. Buttercup McButterson. Buttercup McButterson. I'm kidding. Okay, let's just keep it a Buttercup right now. Ooh, cute. Flowy, short, medium, smooth, choppy, locks. This is cute. Parted, triangle. I like wearing my hair very natural, but sometimes you just need convenience. Short eye cover. Imagine you just play with the eye cover and you're just there. So covered up hair. I'm just gonna breeze through this. I'm not gonna look at the names. Oh, the Tentacion vibe. Cool. This is so diverse. It's amazing. I actually am like, wow. This is so pretty. Where is it? Okay. It's smooth. I guess I would just have locks then. Where is it? Because I do like the look. Locks. Sweet locks. Need them locks. Oh my gosh, pigtails. Okay, locks one. There's locks one. Braves, we blonde, bun. Wrists. If I customize them the way, it's kind of terrifying. They said that it doesn't lead to a bad ending, so I'm just gonna relax on this one. Normally, when I customize the characters, I never make them look like me. It's like, I don't know if it's just me. Whenever they get tortured or like killed, it's like fucked up to watch. It's really messed up to watch them. But I would try it with really cool color though. And become a leak. What if I thought of something cool right now? Is that white? Become a leak. I love this. Let's make it chill though. You can customize everything else. This is so cute. We can give birthmarks. Oh my gosh. Definitely that. Scar. Oh. Rosy cheeks. Oh yeah. Freckles. I have a bit of them, I guess. Just very not visible all the time. I guess I'll just keep it plain. Hand size. Medium, chubby, slender. I have really slender. Very slender hands. I type all the time, I guess. It comes with the occupation. Glasses? Oh no, none. Change page. There's 2 out of 3. Okay. Birthmarks on arm. Where's the body? Okay. Oh. Birthmarks. Eyes, chest, back, scars, freckles, none. Clothing types. Pants, dresses, skirts, like shirts, and skirts. Bracelets, watches. We wear everything. Fashion is lovely, baby. Like Butterson. Buttercup? Powerpuff. I'm getting Buttercup. I never thought of a last name for Buttercup. I guess. Since I'm Anomaly, Buttercup. I know. Okay, I think this one is the one playthrough I'll play as Anna because I don't know one last name to come up with. I know. Cicely. I know it's not. It doesn't make sense. No, 617. Swan. 7 and 1. Swan. Anna Swan. Cool. Done. Woo, so excited. I spent like nearly 20 minutes customizing and reading. Oh, this is cute. Okay, whoa. The song got on intense. Let me check my output here. Am I audible at all? Yeah, I guess I am. I'm good though. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacation with it. And there's 104 days. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Somerset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back at them anyway. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people, since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. You were too anxious to say hi back to most of the residents that greeted you, but they always knew you well enough to expect that. I speak to a lot of people. It's summer, babe, live. Even if it's winter, live. Put on my marker. You enjoyed learning all about where they were visiting from and hoped to visit those places one day too. Yeah, that's right. But today, there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Somerset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags, as it should for a kid right now, right? It's step one. Your mom had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. You hadn't exactly been listening at the time. You think it could be okay to talk to new people. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you, even if you don't know them. You remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. Some people are good to talk to, yeah. You weren't sure about this man yet. You still feel a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door.
You were pretty interested. You wanted to know more about what was going on. Whether it was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. I feel a bit curious here. I'm curious. You slowed down, your eyes remaining fixed on the man. There was a split second where your eyes met, and you knew he was aware he wasn't alone on the street anymore. Hey! You raised your eyebrows at the shout. Did he want something? Is that why he was here? The man stood up and started to make his way toward you. Oh shit. Not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. Still unsure of him, but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. Your body froze in place as he approached. This one. So, do you live around here? What's your name? Is he a surfer? He's a surfer. The sharks, the tats, the man, the tail, the ponytail. Or is it the man tail? I don't know what it's called. You looked at the man up and down, taking in his tanned skin and really, yeah, very tan. He's a surfer. Okay. You looked the man up and down, taking in his tanned skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo. And you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. Hey, you live around here? Yeah. I live here. That's great. He looked happy to hear it, giving you a broad smile. What the heck is going on? He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. What do you want, druggie? Don't do this. Please don't do that stereotype. Oh, I love these small details. This is so cute. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him.
Well?
Could you do me a favor? I thought it was going to be voiced. Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have. Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age. Cove, that seems like a... Honestly, even I thought I was like, Cove. Strange name. Seems like a strange name for an actual living person to you. It chewed on the inside of your cheek. This guy was definitely obsessed with water. You thought that was pretty cool. Strange name. But definitely the kind of name someone like this guy would give their kid. Cove's dead. You have no name. We moved in across the street, see? He gestured towards the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Anna Swan, right? Oh, I love that name. It's so sweet. Anna Swan. I met your moms earlier, and they told me you were 8. Just like him, so... He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting at his lips at the corners. I don't know if I read that right or not. It's like midnight here, guys. Forgive me, please. If I didn't see the sentence right, damn, this art is so beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna play this when I'm much more awake, and it's gonna be fun next time. Oh, it's gonna be cool. Can you try to be friends with the boy? You paid us $20 and you think that's fine if he finds out one day? Just give it a chance and you can Keep this. He's a good kid. You like
Do
him.
you mind?
But you gotta keep it a secret too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you. You eyed the man. Kinda felt sorry for Cove. Did the other kids really get their parents to pay for friendship? Hmm. Strange name, new neighborhood, nobody around. I get that. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that. What'd you say? Oh, oh, sorry. What do you say? Want to make a deal? No. No money. I'll just talk to the kid, man. You took the bill. You didn't want the money. You ran away. I didn't want the money. No, thank you. Sorry. He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you
Are you
sure?
sure? It won't be so bad. Even if it's just for the summer, that'll be enough. That only made this sound more strange to you. Why does it lasting for the summer matter? When it was clear his initial strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill into a back pocket and changed the request. I get it. You don't have to. Would you be comfortable with he and I coming by for a normal visit? No money involved. Yeah, don't sell your kid to me, man. That's weird. Yeah, I want to meet him. Okay, you can do that. I guess. You have to ask my mom. He didn't answer the man. Yeah, I wanna meet him. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, I wanna meet him. His smile got bigger again. His eyes crinkled at the sides. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. Oh no. If if you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. Okay, sure thing. I can try. Sure thing. Just don't buy my don't buy my existence, man. Don't buy my love. That's weird. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that, but you still were going to help. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead. Oh, your mom's already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Is he blushing? I think so. Now I better go back. Now I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. Oh, he must have been stressed. I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Anno. So much. He jogged off down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. And there we found him. Step 1. First sight. The chirping of crickets. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful place. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. Almost said quiet and flamingo. I'm I'm so done, yo. It's like the end. It's midnight. Not. It's nearing midnight. It's like 11:46 p.m. It's interesting. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. You always love the excuse me. Excuse me. You always loved the ocean. It was so fun. It was so much fun. You loved to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolk and sea serpents you imagined living far beneath the waves. You didn't enjoy the beach at all much, especially the sand. It got absolutely everywhere. I love to hear the stories. I love the beach and the stories. Mainly, I always like the books. They're pretty cool. Well written. Lovecraft is epic with their stylings. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try to relax, but and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone, so you glanced around. Hmm. Oh wow, look at this art style though. Oh my god, the creators of this is so beautiful. Oh my god. This is so beautiful. Oh my god. Wow. This is so cool. There was a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you'd found a deer in the wild. Though deer didn't have glasses. I thought you were gonna be like glasses. Huge glasses, green hair, wavy eyebrows, huge glasses. What's green? This is so mean, huge glasses. Pink cast, sad frowns. Sad frowns. But this new boy did. You wondered what could have upset him. After a few after a few more seconds, you took a step forward, then another. Oh, I saw that. That was so clean. Wow. And then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. Hi. Hey, Space Cadet. Are you lost? Uh, Hi. I guess. Hey, Space Cadet. That's interesting. With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his sides. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. All he knows is that is paying kids. He had been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Excuse me for a bit. Okay, we're good. Every one of them is so interesting. You need to like balance it differently, and it's just fascinating. Creation. Content creation is something, huh? Sorry if the sound volume was too low or now it's too loud. Just beware. I'm sorry. Even I'm having quite the time here, and I'm so like relaxed. This music is helping me relax. So I'm just gonna doze off and drift off to sleep with it. Something the man earlier had said stuck out to you. Oh no, I'm gonna be asked something, huh? Cove? Eyes wide, he studied you. How do you know that? I met your dad. I'm all knowing. Lucky guess. I met your dad. gonna be honest, bro. I met your dad.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. So, is this your hill? Oh, I skipped something. So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. You can't own a hill, no? I mean, you can, but you can't own a hill. I shook my head. You can't own a hill. Why not? How could you? You just do. I had a hill back home. Well, this still isn't mine. Well, he sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, with a cool dad. With the odd dad you sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled all over the ocean and then up the hill, crashing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Why are you here? Why'd your family move? Why are you here? A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked that question. Almost like they'd never stopped, his tears started welling up again with a vengeance. My parents, they don't want to live together with me anymore. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry you get that. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. Oh, did I press something again? A double click, I think. The tears fell very fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes, okay? My mom made my dad leave and he took me with him. And now we have a house here and I want to go home. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heaving with exhaustion. He sniffed and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. I'm sorry. Dad seems kinda nice. You'll like it here. You just have to get used to it. Stop crying. I'm sorry. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wounded himself. Oh, not wounded, but wound. Oh my gosh. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. You felt bad for him, being forced to come here with no choice. You couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms. Moms. Oh, okay, I get it now. It's two mothers instead of like a weird plural. I was wondering what was happening there. I was like, why is it moms? Ow, let me lay down proper. Oh my goodness. Let me get comfy and cozy. Under my blanket. Under my blanket. In the middle of the night. Under my blanket. Cozy under my blanket. In the middle of the night. But it must be pretty hard. But from way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Oh, so mommy. I know.
Cove?
Cove? Oh yeah. Kids,
Where did you go?
Cove looked at you, tears still clinging at his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home. You can handle it. You have to go. Don't worry, it'll be okay. It will be okay. You were struck by a sudden need to reassure Cove. It's not gonna be all fun, but isn't he your family too? Yeah, I guess. Then you can count on him when you really, really need him. You showed him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove, can you hear me? He looked toward the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not-bandaged arm. Sorry, I still don't want to go. You called out yourself. You waited silently with him. You tried to convince him. I'll stand there, waited silently with him. Yeah, I get it. You do? Before you could answer, you heard Cove's dad, even closer than before. There you are, bud. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you and they rushed over. Both of you, I see, I got it, okay. Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. I know. You're here after all. You're here after all. As mom and mommy. Okay, I get it. We had been at the park to check for Cove and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away. No, we were just sitting in the grass. Why is everybody acting like it's such a big thing? Don't worry, okay. Cove didn't want to go home just yet. No, we were just sitting in the grass. Just sitting in the grass. Thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out here? You looked over at Cove, who was wriggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. I will hug him when he's still there, babe. You shrugged. Yeah, I like him. He's good. I think I'm gonna marry him, Dad. Yeah, I like him. He's fine. You nodded, smiling slightly. Finally letting go of his squirming, scowling son. Cove's that. Wait a second, why is it so loud? Is that really loud in my ear? Okay, to me it sounds loud. Okay, we're fine over here. Okay, thank you for the piece. Thank you. Thank you for understanding, video game. It just changed the song. Finally letting go of his squirming, scowling son, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
That's a relief.
Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. I think I spoke too soon about the song. I definitely did. Good thing Anna knows this whole area so well. And yeah, that was me. I was all over the place as a kid. I knew everything. I knew it. Where I lived, I knew left to right, up, down, and center. I even knew some of the rats, I'm sure. I was like, I know some of y'all, don't you dare touch my stuff. We will pay my rent. I'm kidding. I just was like a kid. I would go outside, play in the countryside, and have fun. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cole. What if you guys knew your neighborhoods as well? Please let me know. Bye, he said. The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading toward pt1. We'll have a proper playdate tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? Sure. Can I show him my stuff? It sounds like words. Okay, I want to actually save and see what this is about because I want to say it sounds like words because that's just funny to me. How do I return? Eh? Do I just click off? Oh, okay, I forgot it exists. It sounds like words. Both your moms. I didn't think. I thought it would make either a dumb thing or something. I'm like, sounds like words. Both your moms laughed. The sound overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. Okay, I'm gonna go and actually do my choice that I wanted. No. Load. Yes. Sure. Can I show my stuff?
Of course.
Of course. I tend to just be chill personally. Then okay. I wanted to see that. Both your moms laughed. The sound overlapping into their rhythm. Okay, so definitely me. No. Load, I'm just gonna go back. Yeah, it sounds like words. my smooth brain was like, I'm tired, man. It sounds like y'all talking. Y'all existing, and I just want to go to bed because we found this kid. Let's go. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed. Oh wow, I did not notice it said that. I'm that far gone right now. After your long, exciting day, you follow them home. Choosing your feelings for Cove. This is how you feel towards Cove for this step. It can change in later steps. Love, crush, direct, nervous. Let's say relax. Direct. Relaxed. Nervous. Relaxed. Fun. Let's go. Ready. It's too far. Just fun. I feel like fun would be fine. You won't be able to change it again until step 2. Begin step 1 at relaxed fondness. Yes. Okay. Let's save. Again. Because that one I did want to. Don't forget it's here, okay? At the breakfast table the next morning, you finished your food faster than usual. Also, you cute house. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you'd stayed put. Today, just like your moms had promised, Cove was coming over to hang out. Excited to see your new friend again, Anna? Yeah, I am.
How sweet.
How sweet. I'm so happy he moved in.
Okay.
With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Yeah. I don't know. Am I? Yeah, I don't know. Your bowl was entirely empty, so you nodded. Oh, excuse me. Don't know. Yeah. With all the exasperation of an 8-year-old. With all the exasperation an 8-year-old can muster, you looked at your empty cereal bowl, then at Mom.
Okay.
Okay, attitude kid. We see it's not even attitude. Good job. He should be here soon. Clean up, clean up again, and then on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud though. We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know, I know. I know, could you get in? Wiggling out of your chair without really pushing it back. Isn't that the dream? I still do that today. That's such a kid thing to do, it's so funny. You made your way to the door. Hey, Swan family. Thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here. Cove Holden. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's the. Probably not their last name, though, Joe. Cove looked different in the bright lighting of your living room and when he wasn't crying. With his dad standing in front of him and mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other. Pleased to see your new friend again, you smiled at Cove. He smiled back with some hesitation. Chill. You're a cute little fly. Little fly, she's so cute. You twisted the threaded bracelet on your wrist. You twisted the crystal bead bracelet on your wrist. Oh, the crystal bead bracelet, that's sweet. You twisted the flower bead bracelet on your wrist. The seashell, the shell. I feel like flowers or like crystals. Threaded bracelet. Crystals would be hazardous, I guess. I wouldn't have them all the time. Flower bead shells were odd and weird and rare. But if I had to have something and I was an 8-year-old again, I would want all of these. I am a fashionista. They told me a fashionista central, bruh. She used to put fashion TV to shame. She wore everything. It's just full on Gyaru energy and I love it to this day. Oh, I can't decide. I can't. Let's do this. Flower bead bracelet. Okay, it's beads but made of flowers. Crystals. I feel like the shells would be super cute. Because they also live near a beach. I definitely have all kinds of beautiful things. Since I lived inland, I got like crystals around riverbeds and flowers when I lived in the countryside. Shells I did get, but I never really kept them because they were like precious. I didn't get them all the time, so I'll say seashells. Threaded bracelet. I could just make it any day, so it's shells. Let's go and play in my room. Oh, no quitting. Let's go play in my room.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun, kids.
See you.
See you later, son. Play nice. Oh my goodness, what is that madness? What is that madness? Oh, look at this dude. Oh, that looks so funny. Oh, this reminds me of like anybody else. Let me know if you've ever had a moment where you collected the goosebumps like this, or comics, or DC comics, Marvel, Batman, or something. Just whatever it was that you would just collect like mad. It could have been encyclopedias. Feel free to drop it in the chat or in the comment section. I would love to get to know y'all and know exactly that I wasn't the only one hoarding books. You led him to your room, puffing out your chest a little at the sight of your treasures. Like, welcome to my abode. And they just stand there like, wow, okay. Look at how messy the eyebrows are. The detailing is so cute too. As a kid, they don't care, and they're kind of nervous, I guess. It's so cool. Super chill vibe. There were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, and oh my gosh, the window to look out of. This is a dream. I didn't notice until they pointed it out. I want one to this day. I want a place like this. I believe like Rachel Minsky made like a place for stuff like this, and I was losing it. Bro, I was like, I love this. I love the thing she made, and it was like had a little sort of like the princessy covering, sort of I don't know what it's called, a hood, where it's like I knew it as like the sort of like the mosquito net thing, where they would just put the mosquito net around it, or like drape some fabric around the bed, and it would just cover it, and it looks so magical. It's so cute and comfy and cozy. And you could just get your vitamin D, sit in the sun, and read a book, sit with your pet, and it's such a cute place. Or fall asleep and even take a nice nap, and wake up safely inside. It's nice. Oh, I love these. I think it's a clove or an clove or something like that. Correct me if I'm please correct me in the name of that. I don't remember what it's called. It's so beautiful though. Okay. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it to in a while, but you really were proud of it. He leaned in a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall. Yeah, the art wall. Oh my goodness. The loving of these enclosed corners because you want to bump your head because you're tall. You were just about this height, just about there, or just cutting it close right there. The tip top of your head just right there at that corner. Bro, isn't growing up weird? I like this. Me too. I do that. Oh, thank you. I do that. I like this. Me too. I do that. Me too. Okay. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art. And you're glad he noticed it. That was me being like, give me an award. I drew a half sun at the corner, making it all circle, and then putting out the little the little strokes, the little yellow strokes, and it's now bright and shiny in cartoon land. It's just so fun. He turned to look out excuse me. Oh my goodness, can I go back? Wait. I didn't save when I picked this. Oh darn it. Okay, it's fine. Me too. He turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the walls. You started to feel a bit nervous. You felt the atmosphere was kind of awkward. You were glad for the company. You hoped you liked your room. It kind of felt awkward. You wanted to say something, but didn't know what. So you let him keep looking. Then his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you'd collected, tucked away by your door. He took a step towards it before hesitating and pointing at it instead. What's that? A hoard of stuff I found on the beach.
Oh.
Do you have any driftwood in there? Not that kind of stuff, dude. Maybe like seashells and stuff. Dragging the box. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a driftwood and it's like, this is my stick of truth. This is the wizard's wand. Oh man, I had too many interesting wands. They would be like, this is such an interesting branch. Look at its shape. It's like shaped all weird and it looks like the one that Gandalf has. This definitely belonged to Merlin. Super cool, bro. I love it. I'm bringing it back into fashion. I'm making that a style for me again. Oh, it's so funny though. Strangely enough, I don't see or find a lot of them often, and when I do, they're awesome big staffs, and I want to just collect them. What is it called again? Sand it, if not sand it, just preserve it and make it really beautiful, and then adorn it with like all kinds of embellishments and stuff like that, and just make it an actual literal staff, and really beautiful looking wizard staff. Let me know if you'd enjoy seeing me do my arts and crafts, and that definitely would be probably an interesting experience. That definitely, I'm looking forward to doing that again. Just having fun. Just putting that idea out there. It's definitely good. Please remind me of it if you see this in the future. I shall look and see if I found any staffs from where I'm at. Things are being kept really, really interestingly and clean around that, so it's kind of weird. Finding one is like, a holy grail kind of situation. It's like, oh my goodness, wow. Dragging the box into the middle of the room, you and Cove flop down next to it. I think so. Yeah, see? You gesture to a piece at the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
Neat.
Neat. This is a good collection. I don't know why that's such a thing. You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice or to be like, sure. What the frick? Or to be like, Shilor. Maybe like Shilor. Or like, I don't know what that is. He actually meant it. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Shilor. Or to be like, this is a person's name. To be like Shilor. Shilor is gonna be here today. Shilor? Lizzie's friend, or like her number one fan, I guess? Do I have to see him? It should be okay. I mean, he's Lizzie's friend, not mine, but you know. Come on. Check out my shells some more. I found if I picked crystals, I would have found crystals. Oh, this is sweet, but I went with what I like. You know. You pulled out seashell after seashell, examining where you'd gotten each one and holding them up against the light. As they're talking about this, I'm remembering H2O, how like H2O mermaid, and it's like I think it's How to Be a Mermaid or something like that. I don't remember the name, and it's nearly driving me wild because I'm thinking of the seashells and I want to have them so intensely right now. I just want that box of seashells. Somebody get me a hot glue gun and a bunch of seashells so I can make my wizard stuff. So I can make my mermaid summoning wizard stuff. And we can put crystals, glitter, everything. Shiny objects, lights, LEDs, and everything, and just make it beautiful. Somebody please. Let's go. I definitely am gonna have fun with them. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you had washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand and ensuring that there's not a single living specimen inside that would end up carrying that beautiful vessel out of my bedroom, because it's its home. Over the past few years, you'd even learned some of their scientific names. Honestly, I did that. The collection was so huge and varied that you had lots of funny stories to tell of them. Your voice faltered a little bit, but you kept going as best as you could. I did both of these. Like, not just with seashells, with anything. I have both of these. So since I've been going with blue a lot, I imagine for sure, as I just said, with the hermit crab just getting up in the middle of the night and it's like, and you're like turning up and thinking your Furby's acting up again, and you're like, what? And it turns out there's this freaking live thing carrying away a tiny seashell. I jumped like mad when something like that happened, and I was like, ah! I was like, what the fuck? And it happened again when it was heavily raining, and I saw a crab, and I was like, dude, you are so far from home. How are you inland right now? How are you here, dude? I wanted to get it and take it out somewhere safe, but then again, I'm quite far from the beach. So I couldn't. Plus, it was really raining and there was heavy lightning that day, so I had to stay out of the rain and water. And honestly, I just watched it crawl back down the drain, and it had the coolest seashell ever. It was so cool. And I was also very terrified of the fact that it might have not been a hermit crab. It was a crab. It was a hermit crab, but it just looked so intense. Small, but it could fight, man. That thing could pack a punch. I was like, okay, stay away from that dude. Or do that. Just leave him alone. Okay, I'm back here now. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or by the seashells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. Like when you almost got pinched by a hermit. Oh my god, am I talking about? No way, dude. I just talked about this. I looked at it and I was like, I want to help you, and it just stood up and it had its like crab little, what is it called? The pinchers up. It had like its big claws up, and I was like, okay, I'm backing away. And then right as I was about to step outside, I just saw lightning, and I definitely stepped inside and closed the door. I was like, nope, I'm sorry, dude, you're on your own. And it was like, leave me alone. Like when you almost got pinched by a hermit crab while searching for shells. And after watching him scuttle back into the ocean, you found another empty shell that was almost a twin to his home. I've definitely been there, even with crystals. Like one friend of mine found like a diamond. It was crazy. It was riverside searching. You know how like in the old movies they would like sift around rivers or waterbeds? We went around and we looked for stuff, and they found a tiny little diamond. It was very rare. A lot of us found crystals, quartz, and stuff like that. And that person, that one, not a friend, but like it was like a friend technically, as she said, like that person is a friend of my friend, so you know. It was that kind of situation. They were a friend of my friend, so you know. They found a diamond, and since it was on like government ground, the officials there definitely had to take it in, and they just celebrated. It was cool. I think it was one of those situations where it was like an Easter egg hunt situation, but they did find it, and I found so many cool rock formations. I couldn't let go of them. I kept them for years, and after a couple of years I let them go because they were really regular. Now that I look at it, in my case, I wanted like crazier formations, like really beautiful ones. And even if I polished some of them, they were not going to be very clear and shiny crystals or very beautiful rocks. So I just let them go. Some of them were really beautiful though. They had so much shiny, it was amazing. I was like a crow. I saw the shiny and I wanted it. It was like a shiny, I wanted it. Give me the shiny. It was a new experience to be the center of such dedicated focus. But Cove hadn't been mean to you, so you didn't mind. You smiled at him every now and then while showing him your collection. Kids, come down to the living room. You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident. Not that a parent made it happen. Thank gosh you didn't take the money. I would not do. I would have found it so weird that someone gave me money. It's just odd, man. I would have lectured them like a lawyer. Like, who do you think you are? You want me to go to jail? Yamami was like, not Yamami, but like Yamami is just me. Intense, bro. She was terrifying, and I am even worse. Mr. Holden must be. Oh my gosh. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. And even worse, telling him that he basically said meet him for $20. Oh my goodness. Before you knew it, you'd both been escorted downstairs and deposited in the living room, ready for Shiloh's or Silo. I guess I'll read this as Silo. I don't know what's that. Or Shiloh. I'll see. Shiloh or Silo. It's visit. No, it's not Silo. It's Shiloh. I remember now the spelling of that. It's not that. Okay. Of the one that's Silo versus Shiloh, it's definitely not Silo. So that's not. It's a harsh sounding. Okay. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of seashells. I want to keep looking at them. Okay. Just be careful. You should have asked. Okay, but be careful. I will. You weren't sure if you could trust someone else with your treasures. Honestly, as I said, I was like a pro. I was like, my precious, my precious shiny for my Rita. You know, that's a rat, that's pack rat, but it's different. Okay, you know what I mean. And I just have fun with it, as long as you're careful. You weren't sure if you could trust someone else with your treasures yet, so you stayed next to him while he opened the lid and peered inside. Cove reached in and pulled out a big orange shell. Oh? Oh yeah, and by the way, the hermit crab I saw on that crazy rainy day, that even the lightning was like, do not help. Like, do not help him or her or whatever. It had like a really cool black and white shell, huge one, like the pointy cone colored one, a pointy cone one, and it was huge. It was yellow, it had like yellow claws, and it was scurrying around. I didn't see the rest of it. Its eyes were so neat, they were so hidden. They were really well hidden, and it would just crawl back up in the shell, so it was so interesting, man. I was so psyched. It had been a while since I saw like an actual live crab, so I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, oh, I'm so excited! And then the lightning was like, get back inside, child. And I was like, oh, okay. I hadn't even stepped outside. I was planning to, and it just struck, not on the ground, but like it just technically, I guess it thundered. Technically, just showed across the sky, literally rippling and showing all kinds of crazy veins, and then the thunder that followed was mad insane. But I was like, whoa, okay, oh my goodness, okay. I believe in science and not stepping outside when it's raining. It was heavy rain too. Heavy rain. It was interesting. Like he hadn't spoken aloud yet, he turned to you and held it out, his eyes shining. I think this one is the best of them. That's my favorite too. I like different ones. I can show it to you. You can take it. I like different ones best. I can show it to you. You can have it. That's my favorite too. Let me just save, because I don't know. I want to explore some of these options, these dialogue options for sure. Let's say that's my favorite too. Cove smiled at you, and you both admired the shell together. It was giant conch. Oh my gosh! It was that! Now I remember what that shell is called. It's a conch. It was like a conch. Thank you. It was a giant conch with shades of dark and light orange. Oh my god, I was freaked out. I was gonna say dark and white, and I was like, oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, are you talking about me? Like, what the freak? This is freaking me out slightly, but it's awesome. If you held it to your ear, you could practically hear the ocean. I found that one last summer when we went to the beach on a picnic. The two of you were still sitting on the floor looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Okay, so it's the conch. I'm very happy about the conch. No, don't do that. Don't do that, okay. This. I like different ones best. I can show you. It's indifferent, okay? You reached into the box to take out the one you preferred. Cove looked on with interest. The two of you were still sitting on the floor looking. I like the conch, not gonna lie, it reminded me of exactly what I was talking about. I'm like the conch. It reminds me of so many amazing, beautiful experiences in the SpongeBob episode. Believe the conch. Those guys are beautiful, man. Raise a hand if you know what I'm talking about in chat. Raise your hand real quick. Type we believe in conch. We are the conch. And if you see this later, type in the comment section. You are the conch. We believe in the conch. Praise the conch. The two of you still sitting on the floor, looking through your collection of your collection of beach findings, when the doorbell finally rang. Okay, so obviously I don't need to really go extra and over and under with this. What I wanted to do was, I love this is my favorite too. You can take it. I'm just gonna go with this because I know if I go, you can take it. It's gonna be something else as well. That's my favorite. It's my favorite, but I didn't get it, so I guess you can take it. You can take it. Cole looked at you in surprise. That's what I was looking at originally, and I wanted to just see the other options. The conch one really surprised me because it eluded me in real life. I shall give you the one because I don't know, maybe it ended up with someone else who is definitely more loving and kind to it because I wanted a pet crab. I wanted a cute pet crab. So I just let it go. It belongs in the wild. I don't know, it shall belong to you, my dude. The person. Cove looked at you in surprise, his eyes going wide. Really? Sure. You like it a lot, right? But I don't want to take it from you. It's okay. You got the impression he was hesitant to accept something because he didn't know you very well. You let it go. Take it. Wait, what happened? Yeah. Okay. You didn't want to pressure Cove too much. No, go back. What did I type? I didn't even see. What? Yes, load this file. What happened? Okay, we're giving it away. Yes, what went wide? Really? Sure you like it a lot, right? It's okay, it's okay. Take it. No, it's okay, it's for you. You pushed the shell against Cove's chest, willing him to receive the present, but Cove firmly shook his head and kept his arms tightly at his sides. It was a battle you couldn't win, at least not today. Cove was your neighbor now. Maybe you could give it to him another time. The two of you were still sitting on the floor, going through your collection of beach things, when the doorbell finally rang open. It reminded me of my childhood friend, and they definitely were so nice to me, and they were giving me stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, and they was like, no, take it, and I was like, ah, it's fine. And then when I give them stuff, they were like, no, it's fine. I'm like, no, take it. It's like, no, you take it. It's like, no, fine, no, you take it. And if anyone has ever seen the Looney Tunes, like the really old Looney Tunes, it's like the ants tug of war. They go, ah, no, you don't. Ah, yes, I do. Ah, no, you don't. Ah, yes, I do. They're just pushing and pulling over desserts. It wasn't over shells, but it was definitely over beautiful desserts. I was living like a Warren High School host club situation, and it was very funny. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person hadn't knocked, you figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that. Is his friend? You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cove feel better. It was already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away. He needs to get that very much. You need to get that bit of masking coming up because you're going to be around a bunch of other guys, and that's not always a great idea. Just for safety, man, and that's coming from me, and I'm a female. I learned from other females that you never want to let people of your gender or even other genders know what the heck is going on in your head. Especially at kindergarten, that's a nightmare. And honestly, it's not that I learned from my experience, it's just I watched them destroy each other and I laughed maniacally, and they knew, just don't fuck with me. Because I definitely will dig your grave for you. And smile as you lie in it. In Minecraft. This isn't a good idea. You'll be alright. He's here. We can't tell him to leave. He's at our only door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you. Cove Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked onto the back of the house. Can I go out the window? He's like, I can escape. Give me a chance, I can escape, I can make it, buddy. Just give me a little boost. He was already walking towards it. Oh my goodness. Scrambling to think of something to say, he stepped forward, then paused. Do you want to break another arm? Sheila is the least scary person alive. Cheer up. Sheila's gonna like you. Please don't get hurt. I'll come with you. Good idea. Let's go. You want to break another arm? There's a lot of savings here. I'm like, what the heck? So let me override this one. Yes. You want to break another arm? What would happen? You want to break another arm? Even I don't jump out of any of the windows here, and this is my house. The distance from the first floor living room window wasn't far, but you could tell it made Cole nervous anyway. He touched the cast on his arm. The wind had clearly released from his sails. I don't want to break any more bones. I don't think anyone wants to. Yeah. But I don't want to see him. I don't know him. It's like, no. You teased him, you comforted him. It's okay. Let's save. I just save just in case the decision I make really turns out to not be what I actually want. As in, like, actually really, really mean. But this seems very straightforward and so. I really might like him, honestly. It's okay if you're worried. Nobody warned you this was gonna happen. Thanks. Silo poked his head into the living room. It was impossible. Wait, so okay, what Anna, as my character has just said, is normally what I look at and I'm like, okay, that's encouragement, not really comforting. It's more like, turn up, soldiers! It's not a war! I can't even yell at the middle of the night. I'm baffled that that's comfort. It's okay. Everybody's different though. This game is really beautiful though. It's very straightforward. It was impossible to know for sure if he had heard what you'd been saying or not. But you guess that he had.
Hi!
Look at this little baby boo. Look at this little Flapjack. Oh my goodness. Wait, Flapjack, he does actually have the stripes. He reminds me of Flapjack. This is so cute. Plus the big hat. It looks like a sailor thing. They would go fishing with his dad. It looks literally like, and the anger, I did not even see that. And I was like, this little Flapjack. I just looked at this pattern. Does anyone remember that show? Oh my gosh. Let's go. It was a wild show, bro. Hi, Anna. And hi, Cove? Cove shot an uneasy glance.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Scylla. I'm Sheila. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. Right, I do. Gee, his way to point them out, dude. He's very bluntly straightforward. What are you guys doing? We're looking at seashells.
Can I do it too?
Awesome. Can I do it too? Cove shrugged, then looked back at your box of beach findings. What about that one? The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at the beach things for some more. I don't know if I read that right. Yeah, some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else, especially if Cove was having fun. Hey, check out this scallop shell I found. Cool, right? It's a pretty color, kind of like my cast. Look at him, he's like, oh my god, I never seen a shell. Maybe he's that one kid who loves the ocean but has never been there. I can totally relate to that, Flapjack. Just Flapjack. Your nickname is now Flapjack. You remind me of Flapjack. He reminds me of Zorro. Not gonna lie, he's very straightforward, very blunt, and he like kind of says everything he wants. But he's probably gonna grow up and be very much better than that. Just Zorro and Flapjack. The beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like the wrap around his arm. Pink is a nice color. Okay.
Oh?
Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Does he like him? I think he was being like, oh, that is very obvious. He has a lot of freckles, but he was like, oh, this is blusher. Maybe green or blue. Might be yellow. Oh, those are all cool.
I guess.
I guess. Okay. I like those color too. There are better colors. This immediately makes me think of flat out. Like, ugh. You like whatever color? That's such an old lady's color. What a butt. Not sure how to deal with the sudden, more intense awkwardness as you look back at your shells. There are better colors. Green and blue. I do like green. I love this color. It's like a beautiful teal. I like that. Awesome. Both of them smile. Oh, they're cool. Green and blue. We're talking about our friends. It's very sweet though, but I do love those colors. I love all colors though. And also none of the above. It's a weird... I love and care for it all, yet I do not care for it at all entirely. I will never explain it. My madness is best kept as itself. And I'm keeping it that way. I like it that way. Like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Flapjack. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. And Cove wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either. Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know.
Aw.
Aw. Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach, probably. Is she playing at a park? Cove's eyes lit up at the mention of the park, and he looked towards you. There's a park? Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I wanna go. He started getting up before you had even answered. As I said, Zorro. But like, not like the actual Zorro. I feel like his backstory kind of Zorro. Very much more. Before he was the chill, cool guy he is today. That we all know and love. He started getting up before you had even answered. And Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement. Really? You do too? Really? You do too? Oh, wait. Really? You do too, right, Anna? The park is fun. Oh, the park is pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right at the beach. There's lots of fun stuff to do and lots of sand. The park is great, but it will never be a creek. Creeks are where it's at. It was a jungle gym and a bunch of swings. It has a jungle gym and a bunch of swings. But I do love those indoor swings. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like God just corrected me real quick. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. But it's like I just suddenly remembered the one park that I did like, and it was nowhere near where I lived. It was a beautiful park. It was the best park. I was definitely a creek kid, but wow, that park was epic. Had swings, jungle gyms, and everything. An epic merry-go-round. It was wild. That sounds like it would be cool. It sounds like it could be cool. So, are we going to find Lizzie? Lizzie? Okay. I've already reviewed her name to Liz. Better than stereo. I don't know. wanted to see her. I just want to check the park out. This guy's like, dude, chill. It's funny though. I respect it. I don't want to edit it. But he could just be himself, man. This is funny. Oh my gosh, he's like actually me at school versus me at home. Me in school versus me with honestly myself. Adrift without any direction. I mean, like without missing somebody. I genuinely just go and live my life. Adrift without any direction. Oh my gosh, Cheryl finally turned to you. Okay. He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. I wish I was at the creek. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your moms that it was so short. Lizzie had convinced your moms that it was so short, she should always be allowed to walk there by herself. Oh wow, this is like a beach park. Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine the sand that would get into your shoes and your everything. And if you fell, your hair. Oh my goodness, that would just be upsetting. But this part is so pretty though. When you're not gonna lie, the park I used to love is way better than it's way better than this, dude. It's so cool. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth. Hey, Lizzie! Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide. Anna, Sheila! Hi! Look at those glasses, he's so cute. Dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. Let me just talk right now because I just remembered this. This is unlocking so many hidden memories. It's amazing. She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. Ever had that one kid who just always knew how to flip and land from the jungle gym? That one kid, even if you didn't know them, they would just do all kinds of flips, roundabouts, and just go all kinds of crazy. They could hang on their legs, they could hang by their feet. It's like, how? Like, how? And then whenever they would be called out by somebody, they'll just drop to the floor and land like Spider-Man, like that. Just land epic, and then get up and run like nothing happened. I always wondered. Everybody had their strengths, I guess. It was wild. In a split second, Sheila had abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. I wanted to say shit. Okay. Shit. No, sorry. Simply cute. Sorry. I had like cough in my mouth. I don't know. You were used to being left out. I don't know why I took me there. You were used to being left out when it was just the three of you. But now Cove was here. You wondered if he would leave too. Whoa, okay, I can tell she's gonna grow up to be the attractive sibling. A cute dress. I love that dress. It's so cute. I clicked on stuff without looking. You wondered if he would leave too. Lizzie, who's that? Not your boyfriend. Watch your face. It's Cole. He's new.
Hi.
I remember. Hi, Cole. Then why the fuck did you ask me then? Like, why did you do that? Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together. She gestured wildly with her arms as if to present the area to the newcomer. Without interrupting Lizzie's speech, Cove whispered in your ear, quiet enough that the others wouldn't overhear. I thought kids couldn't own places like parks or hills. Hey, I don't know. I never knew she took covenant of everything. I don't know. Or like a contract of what people do. I'm thinking of like Labyrinthine, and this park is reminding me of that. I was like, I don't know who she signed things with. Who knows what weird spirits she went about doing strange things with in the night. I don't know. To get the park, that's why you don't own sassy. But you couldn't help but laugh a tiny bit. When Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wriggle your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? This is the neighborhood. Nice, huh? This is the neighborhood. This is the neighborhood. I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie's the oldest. By a lot. My mom said you're Anna's age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits. What about other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Sheila is just visiting from another place. Even tourists really bring their kids here. Oh, excuse me, not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful that the oldies don't try to steal your youth.
Oh.
What did I just say? She's talking about the world of ancients. The girl saw the things from Labyrinthine, the weird, creepy spirit, and she was like, I want to own this place. Get the frick out of here. Like, get out of here. And I'm like, get out of here. And it was like, and she was like, fine. And it left. Because she's scary. She's scary. She's just sassy. You just could tell. Oh. Yeah, for a second, it looked like he might cry again. But something in his eyes shifted, and he looked back at Lizzie. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Grandparents who don't have kids. They hate kids. Why? We haven't done anything. Only some of them don't like kids. Stop saying stuff like that. You're gonna upset him. Yeah, they're really bad. Only some of them don't like kids. Stop saying stuff like that. You're gonna upset him. You interjected quickly, hoping Cole wouldn't start crying again. He sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cole down, but Cole wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Sheila was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation. I met Lizzie at Anno in school. You'll see tons of kids there once summer is over. I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end. Wow, Sheila looked down to the dirt. He hasn't had much luck with striking up conversation with Cole. I liked summer vacation a lot too. He's trying his best. He really reminds me of Flapjack. He's really trying his best. And this is definitely Nami. Not gonna lie, like, she is intense. All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. We laughed at Sheila's discomfort, at how weird she thought Cole was, at something else. At Sheila's discomfort at how weird she thought Cole was, at something else entirely you didn't really know. But she laughed, face scrunching up.
Okay.
Scrunching up. Welcome to Sunset Bird. Oh, welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take a seat. Put up your feet and get used to it. Oh, she's very blunt. You offered him a small smile, and that, at least, looked to reassure him some. For the rest of the summer, Cole was always there. You saw him more often than Sheila. And on some days when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life. The way sun and lunch and the beach summer together, you really liked Cole. He was a fun person to play with, and he seemed to like playing with you too. Of course, that was only the start of things. Aww. Oh, this is so cute. Moments. Oh, can I save? I want to save here and then I can save for this, yeah. Moments. Okay, moment select step 1. And then summer ended. Okay, so we'll have moments. This has been a playthrough of what's it called? Our life. Where I'm gonna end it off here, and the next playthrough we're gonna have our moments. We're gonna have our moments playing, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is really cute and really cozy. I love it, and it's something really perfect for late at night and to just fall asleep and drift off to. Because even I actually found myself being so relaxed. So definitely look forward to the next playthrough. And wow, look at all the DLC content. I really would love to see this, but we're gonna go with what we get, and let's go. I did not believe my eyes. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. And thank you very much to everybody on YouTube for tuning in. I ask it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and welcome to this beautiful, beautiful game playthrough to those of us who are new and joining, even if you're just watching. Let's enjoy the rest of this beautiful playthrough and series. Next time we'll be starting off with moments, and it will be our next part of this whole beautiful journey, and I'll do my best not to make these too long that you guys and I can actually enjoy them, and it won't be too taxing on either of us. And let me know if you'd like more playthroughs like this, and definitely suggest anything of the sort that's more relaxing and more chill for our sleepy, comfy and cozy playthroughs. And yes, this has been me, Anomaly 617. Definitely signing out now. Good day, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. And good night to everyone else out there who's been watching and even listening to this, getting ready for their bedtimes. Thank you very much for tuning in and for watching. It's been lovely having you here. See you guys next time. Bye.